Hey guys, Five here with episode number 28 of our West Brom career mode on FIFA 20. Kicking this episode off with the second leg against Celtic in the Europa League, round of 32, I do believe. I've got a free kick, 26 yards out. Dave Scott stands over it, and that's why you want Hakan Çalhanoğlu on the free kicks. Dave Scott couldn't even get that one over the wall, but obviously, we're playing a rotation side here against Celtic. We are already 2-1 up. So we've got a slightly rotated side. 18 minutes into the game, Billy Gilmour, a Scotsman, scores against his nation's biggest team. And he makes it 1-0. And we've got another goal added on to our aggregate. We were already 2-1 up and 2 away goals as well. So we've made that 3-1. And we're pretty much through. 18 minutes into the game, I think that goal there pretty much sealed us going through to the next round as Jamal Lewis whips the ball across. Ollie Burke, another Scotsman, unfortunately couldn't put that one into the back of the net. And it did go over the crossbar. 36 minutes in, the first chance for Celtic as they whip the ball across. Collins can easily rise up and catch that one and look to start a counter-attack here as he rolls the ball out to Livermore. Not quite accurate enough as McGregor plays it to Christie. Christie then back to McGregor through to Lee Griffiths. But it's a great little, actually really good reaction save there by Collins to keep the scores at 1-0 and keeping his clean sheet intact. 52 minutes in though, Scott Sinclair plays the ball to Bolagoli. Bolagoli gets tackled by Reece James, forces the throw-in. Scott Sinclair back to Bolagoli. Really nice partnership with these two down the left-hand side. Whips the ball across. And Christie's in there to make it 1-1. They've got the away goal, one more goal, and this game will go to extra time. So we're going to want to maybe add to our lead or hope that we can defend it as Marlon receives the ball, lays it off to Livermore, strikes it. It's a great save by the keeper. So yeah, we're going to have to either hold on or add to our lead as they give away the ball there in their own half. We're going to look to counter-attack as Livermore receives the ball. 15 minutes left in this one. Reece James threads it through to Ollie Burke. He's got the pace over Bolagoli. He's got two men in the middle in Marlon and in Dave Scott. Scott wins the header down to Marlon on the volley into the near post. 76 minutes in. 3-1 on the night. 4-2 on aggregate. That goal right there pretty much seals the victory for us. Unless they score 2 goals in the last 7 minutes, in which they go through on away goals. So pretty much with that goal, we have pretty much confirmed that this game cannot go to extra time. As they have a chance here, they whip the ball across. McGregor gets his head on it, but he can't get it on target. It goes well over, and from a corner, Collins punches it in the air. Bolagoli neds it down to McGregor, to Julian on the edge of the box. A little bit of a miscommunication there. And we're through. 4-2 victors on aggregate against Celtic. We go through to the next round in the Europa League, where I will tell you now, we are playing Young Boys. That is going to be later in this episode after this next game. We're going to the post-match press conference. They tell us Tomori's been in good form. He has been really good form this season. He's probably been one of our signings of the season, probably just behind Malin, obviously. But I think Tomori is up there. A very, very good signing. But we're through to the next round, asking us how far we think we can go. Obviously, we're going to have to think it out a round at a time. Because next round we could... Obviously, we got Young Boys next round, but then we could get someone like Arsenal. But this is not what you want to see. We move into the next month, and we have got a training injury for Hakan Çalhanoğlu. He's broken his tailbone and will be out for 4 months. That's a season-ending injury for him there. So we will not see him for the rest of the season. It's time for Dave Scott to stand up and hopefully be counted and put in a performance. He's obviously requested a loan. I've accepted some loan offers for him. So he will be going out on loan at the beginning of the next season. But if he shines at the end of this one, I'm just going to cancel that loan and we'll keep him in the squad. As 42 minutes into the game, Hagazi plays it to Gilmour. Gilmour to Scott, turns his man brilliantly, strikes it across goal. Stuff like that will get you in this team, and it will keep you in this team. As Livermore, he is going to just dribble around the middle, finds Gilmour. He then finds Marlon. Marlon's going to thread it back through to Gilmour, one-on-one, takes a touch nicely. But it's a great reaction save by Kasper Schmeichel there to keep the scores at 0-0. 60 minutes in, an hour in. Gilmour plays the ball out to Dave Scott. He plays it into Marlon, through to Gilmour. He puts it into the back of the net, but Marlon was offside, just offside. And obviously he contributed in the play resulting in the goal being withdrew. Lindelof plays the ball straight into the mouth of Marlon. Olibaku's come on for Dave Scott. Uses his pace, uses his fresh legs. He's going to cut the ball across to Harper. First shot blocked, second shot into the back of the net. And you can see there, in the 92nd minute of the game, we make it West Brom 1, Leicester 0. All 3 points are coming home with us. Sorry, Leicester boys, but that is how the cookie crumbles. As you can see here, we are playing young boys. There's still a lot of big names in there. Napoli, Man United, Porto, Arsenal. So a lot of big names. Lyon were there as well, I do believe. As Dave Scott looks to start things off 2 minutes in, he actually hits the crossbar. And unfortunately, it can't go in. From that resulting goal kick, though, Von Balmus is going to clear it upfield. Not to one of his players, but to Hagazi, who heads it down to Chukwueze. Takes it down nicely, injects the pace, gets the better of his man brilliantly there. And he's got a man free at the edge of the box in Harper. He's also got Marlon. First shot blocked, second shot wide of the post. 5 minutes in, we could potentially be 2-0 up. But that's not to be. As young boys have a chance here. Assail, he plays it to... not sure. Assail's shot, though, is right down the throat of Collins, and he can easily catch that one. As Chukwueze plays the ball through to Marlon. Marlon's going to cut inside with a nice little Berber spin. Tries to beat the keeper at the near post. But the keeper's got it covered still, 0-0. And at this point, I'm wondering, do we need to double down on the training sessions for our shooting? Or can we score here? It's 21 minutes in. We're going to work our way out from the back. So the play starts from Collins. He plays it to Reece James. A little 1-2 between Reece James and Livermore. A brilliant threaded through ball to Marlon. And he's one-on-one with the goalkeeper. He's at a tight angle, though. Cuts inside with a nice little Ronaldo chop. Lays it across to Harper. And that's 2 goals in 2 games for Harper. I was starting to write him off, you know. I didn't think he was good enough for the Premier League because he hasn't scored too many in the Prem. But he's gone and scored 2 in 2. Hopefully that could be the kickstart his needs this season. As we try and get a second, Dave Scott's shot just hits the side netting. Marlon with a lovely little cross to the back post, unmarked. Got away from his man nicely. But it is still 1-0. Reece James wins the ball back off of young boys here. Marlon threads the ball through to Chukwueze. He uses his pace. He's going to cut inside onto the stronger left foot. Tries to beat the keeper at the near post again. But the keeper has got it covered. The keeper's been their best player so far today. As Dave Scott once again plays through. Lovely touch. Gets the better of his man. Strikes it across goal. Once again, the keeper saves. It should be 4 or 5-0 in this game. I don't know how we haven't scored more. Marlon shot that very weak effort as Van Blooms plays it upfield. Nasame heads it down to Mui Nagalu. Uses his pace. He's definitely got the pace of Hagazi. He's got a man at the back post in a sail. Very nice touch there. Gets the better of Tamori. Strikes it. Tries to beat the keeper at the near post. And if they had scored there, it would have been the biggest BS you could have seen. But 8 minutes left in the game. Livermore. Marlon has a free space to run into. He decides to go to Dave Scott instead. He then plays it through to Marlon. Marlon cuts it back across. Unfortunately for us, though, the man can get in front of Chukwueze. And the game ends as only a 1-0 scoreline. Bit annoying. We should have had much more goals. But unfortunately, our shooting boots are on. Our finishing boots were most definitely not on today. Going into the second leg, though, I do believe we can score a few more goals. That's going to be it for this episode. I hope you guys have enjoyed. If you have, please like, subscribe, and peace.